deep for Dallas. A high kick, but short from Mosley. And out at the 22, Springs fumbles and gets back on top of it. And Dallas.
And having the ability to run the ball, they are the key ingredients to beat the Redskins.
Field position is not that good as Staubach drops on first down and throws to Ron Springs. He'll have about 4, and that's all. That's Ron Springs banging and fumble, and the Redskins may have it. Redskin recovery made by linebacker Brad Dusek. The Dallas 27. It gives to Ike Forte, and he is near and perhaps has a Redskin, not very experienced in that spot. First down, Redskins. Riggins and Malone now operate behind Theismann. There, and McDaniel, the wide receivers for Washington. Theismann will drop on second down and look back the other's way. And throws in the corner, overthrown. Intended for Ricky.
Now, getting them in the pass patterns more all the time.
Ike Forte and Clarence Herman are those backs this time. That is Forte being chased by Guy Brown, but he'll have the first down. Score here is nothing with the Redskins on the move, and Riggins trying to get around the corner. In Harmon is on the left-hand flank. Riggins goes straight ahead and is hit about the 4. Fighting still is John.
Third and goal.
Theismann looking for some place to go. Will not come. Mosley. Rarely will he get one blocked, and he is
32 shots. He's like having
2nd and 10, no gain. Drew Pearson is back in the game now, along with Doug Cosby, another tight end. Staubach keeps one lone set back and drops and throws outside to Jay Salvi, who has it for Dallas first down. He's been in the NFL. Has been against the Redskins. 8-7-1, in fact. That's Ron Springs banging. Second down and 2. Newhouse is in front of Springs as Drew Pearson comes in motion. And this is Newhouse. Close to a first down, but Jay Salvi, Doug Cosby, and Billy Joe Dupree, all 3 Dallas tight ends in this offensive setup right here. This is Newhouse. He might have just gotten enough.
fumble.
Redskins are saying perhaps the ball was loose and we got it. Staubach will throw on first down. He has good protection, and he has Tony Hill, the ball giant head, before he injured that knee. 2nd and 10 for Dallas. The handoff is to Newhouse. Fumble. Washington has it back. The second Dallas turnover. And their own 43. Theismann. They got 3 wide receivers operating, and Theismann will go. He has one of those open. Bugs is open. Danny Bugs got behind Aaron. Eddie Malone. Here's John Riggins. Riggins thunders inside the 10 to about the 4. Hit from the 2. And here is Benny Malone. And Malone does not. Riggins and Malone deep. Theismann to roll. And rolls into the end zone. D.D. Lewis made a dive at him, but Joe Theismann, who is a marvelous athlete, scores for the Redskins. The fumble recovery by Dusek. Key play. Never come down to this before. When they faced who they had to beat in the last game. Staubach has the ball batted away. 6. Preston Pearson is lined up to the right side of the Dallas shotgun offense. It's Preston. Inside the 50 to the 47 is Preston. On second down, Staubach gives to Springs. He needs 7 for the first, and he might have it. He's close to it. Woo. Just over 4 minutes left to play first quarter. Redskins lead 10-0. It is Newhouse, and he struggles close to it. Doug Cosby and Billy Joe Dupree. It's Newhouse. And nothing. Pete Wise. Is that ever deserved? Fitzgerald with the one-handed shotgun snap, which is true. The blitz comes at Staubach. Salvi is open, and he can't quite get there. In the first quarter, the Redskins are represented, but challenged.
Looks like a pretty primitive weapon that the Redskin has there.
CBS Sports Spectacular next Saturday at 4:30 Eastern Time has super skates. Right into Harvey Martin first. quarter. Theismann straight back. Throws and knocked down by air. Average for the year, 38.5 yards. He was hitting well before the game, but this one is not that good. That's Wade Manning. Fumble again. Dallas lost it again, but I think this time they might have gotten it back. The Redskins have already hit 7 from the 47, and again Preston Pearson. This time he's lined up in the slot to the left. Staubach from the shotgun. This time the Redskins don't blitz it. And the Cowboy receiver, who is supposed to be driven, got up and walked off under his own power. That's the end of the first quarter. Washington should turnovers. They've done it better than anybody else. Theismann goes straight back under the blitz pressure, but he gets it off to Danny. 3 wide receivers in the game for Washington, and again they fake the blitz. They do, and Theismann goes down in the hands of D.D. Lewis and John Dutton. 2nd and 21. That's the first quarter statistical situation. Theismann again in the blitz again. He gets rid of it, and he has Clarence Harmon, who's done a whale of a job in that category. A Redskin first down, or Riggins together in the backfield behind Theismann now. 3 wide receivers, and straight back is Theismann up the middle. It's Malone, and he's got some room. Benny Malone might score. Malone, touchdown, Redskins. 55 yards and a touchdown from Theismann to Malone. And Jack Pardee going down to join in that celebration. Mosley hits. Redskin defensive setup at left defensive end. Lorch moves over to right. 2nd down. Staubach drops. Throws the screen pass out to Springs. He's got some blockers in front. Steps out of one of them and runs. Springs with an excellent move out to... Springs will carry on first down, chased by Olkowitz, but Springs will get about 4 more. Newhouse and Springs setbacks behind. Here's Salvi coming in motion, and a handoff is to Springs. Springs breaks in or inside the 40. Plenty enough. Scott Laidlaw on the left flank, trying to block in front of Springs, and Springs looking to throw and can with his left hand. Didn't get rid of it. Staubach. Redskins in a blitz. Staubach throws. That's Tony Hill. Not enough from the shotgun. Springs stays on his feet. Absorbs and runs Springs in the backfield behind Staubach. 24-yard line is Newhouse. Newhouse is down to about the 16. Martin. 2nd and 2. Staubach calls it. Springs carries. Springs was stripped. And it'll be 3rd down and 3 as Billy Joe Dupree operates in motion, and Staubach on the forward handoff to Springs. He slipped down. Springs again, and Springs. Setbacks are the same. Newhouse and Springs. It's Springs. Dallas touchdown. Danny White holding. It's 17-6 at the moment. And Dallas has moved to within 2. Ricky Thompson in motion. Theismann gives to Riggins. Riggins breaking away from people. And Dallas thinks they're going to throw. They've got their pass defensive unit in there. They're right, if that's what they think. Theismann throws over the head of Clarence Harmon.
Say, sorry, number 12, load it up and give me a chance to...
Pearson out to the left as well. Preston stays in to block this time. Staubach under pressure has Tony Hill. Tony Hill around to the outside, going for out of bounds and gets there. Stops the... Staubach looking for a place to go, cannot find it. It is Monty Coleman. Gets out of bounds. Stops the clock. Now they'll readjust the offensive alignment. Redskins faking blitz, don't come. Here comes Coleman. Hill again. Another Dallas Dallas first down. First in the NFC. It was done in the AFC a number of times. Here's Drew Pearson at the 15. Hit down by Mark Murphy. Linked on the right side. Staubach has Pearson behind him. Here comes the all-out blitz, and here's the throw to South. Just barely knocked it. Both reappeared. Here comes the blitz again. Here's the throw again to Tony Hill, and overthrown. Wide receivers. Pearson is out. Drew, but Preston's in. They blitz again. This time Dallas picks it up. Intended. This time the Redskins do not blitz. Staubach throws for Pearson. He got it. A diving catch by Preston Pearson.
Pearson's knocked himself out on the ball, and it's
extra point. The Dallas Cowboys 14 in the contest.
They haven't been able to keep the ball, at least in that second period. They had trouble doing it. 7 of 11 for Theismann.
Number own 9-yard line. Joe Theismann gives to Riggins. Riggins breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet, out and about yardage. Required for a first out. This time it'll be Theismann to keep it and make it himself. Riggins and Malone. The Farmer set up as the flanker on the right, and Theismann's going for a punch. He won't get it. Harvey Martin is the first man there. Theismann, the ball knocked away over Los Angeles. Theismann still with it. Theismann cut down by Cliff. 17 now, Seattle. Ron Springs and Newhouse, the setbacks. Springs on the draw play, looking for room and finding some. Springs carrying a couple of tackles at the 41. Drew Pearson comes in motion to the right, and Springs will carry. This time, not much can develop, and he's thrown it wide out of your picture. He now should come back in. Spins around back in the other direction. Lavender still with him. Off by Hill. Lamar lined up to the left side as a flanker. Salvi, the other wide receiver. At the 28, it's a reverse to Butch Johnson. Butch still on his feet. Johnson to the 15. Is in the offensive setup for Dallas. Lined up on the right side. Staubach looking for him and got it. Pearson to the 2. Left to play in the third quarter. Is in an uproar. It's all Thursday night. Texas Stadium is in an uproar. John Riggins is met after Harmon and John Riggins, the 2 running backs, and it's Harmon. And he's got some room. Harmon did not quite get the first down. John Riggins and Benny Malone. And it will be Malone. And he's got it. And more. Here's Theismann. And there's Larry Cole. Theismann, clock running at 5:20 left to play third quarter. Inside, Rudolph, and Harvey Martin. Stadium. Here's Benny Malone, and stop. Well, Preston Pearson goes behind Staubach. And stays in there to block. Roger is sacked by Perry Brooks, and that's Bob Frederick, the referee.
Defensive holding, number 24, first down.
Tony Hill out wide to the right. Staubach from the shotgun, and they blitz him. Throw is intended. 21-17. Dallas leading, and here's Riggins. Riggins, wide receiver. Here's Riggins again. This time he's got the first down. Riggins with good first down. Washington at the 25. 8-yard pickup by Riggins. John McDaniel in motion. And Theismann throws to him and got him. Aaron Kyle on the tackle. Linebacker for the Redskins. Here's Riggins. And Riggins Bang on the move. And so is the clock. Now with 8 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And Riggins again on a misdirection.
Just another football analyst doing his
Doesn't
job.
know it's cold, I guess. 21-17. Heisman this time outside the wide receiver, John McDaniel, who's got some room. And McDaniel, he gives to Ike Forte. And Forte, fumble. Washington got it back. 26-10. Washington 1840, 1850 so far. Here's Theismann. He'll have the first down and does at the third. Riggins and Malone down in the backfield. He fakes to Riggins. Got a blocker out in front. Has a receiver open. And he manages to keep feet inbound. Dallas defense. Theismann has been very effective. In this drive, he fakes, throws. He's got Harmon. He'll have a first down. It'll be 1st and goal, Redskins. He's in the game now with Riggins and Malone. Theismann is going for the bunch, and he's got Harmon open. It'll be for a field goal by Mark Mosley. Theismann holding, don't forget that. Mosley. Division championship riding on the outcome of this. Staubach looks to the outside, and down he goes. Squeeze on right now. Staubach in the shotgun. Protection holds up. Pass is picked off by Mark Murphy. Murphy slips down, gets back up. A pass that saw nobody from the Cowboys anywhere close to it. What they've done all year. Thompson swings in motion to the left. Theismann fakes and throws deep for Thompson. Knocked away in the end zone, but a penalty marker is down. Cliff Harris was the defender. Riggins. Touchdown. Still standing. Never did get him down.
And look at the Washington bench on the sidelines. They are going completely bonkers.
Jeff Williams also a good block. Mosley. 10:18 left to play. What a contest this also have next week off. Staubach looking and found Billy Joe. Staubach from the shotgun. The Redskins do not appear to be thinking blitz, and they don't. Staubach does not get the first down. Put his head down. Aggressive game. The Redskins lead 27-21. Draw play Riggins. Trying to get outside and will and does break tackles, and Riggins might be gone. Riggins is gone. John Riggins, 66 yards and a Redskin touchdown.
And the whole bench comes off now. The Washington team is in the Dallas end zone. The longest run of the year for Riggins. 33 yards was his longest carry.
By Benny Malone as Mosley hits. About this situation, Washington 34, Dallas 21. And now it's the Redskins 34, Dallas 21. Staubach is going to have to throw on just about every play, and Springs is hit as soon as he catches it. That should be Lavish. 20 out of the Astros. Philadelphia still leading Houston. A big third down facing Dallas now. And the shotgun, Staubach comes out. Under one tackler, it's Joe Jones that chases him. And the Redskin first down, and they give again to Riggins. And again, Riggins slants off the right side and picks up good yardage. Bobman. Riggins this time cuts back inside, fumbles, and the Cowboys have it, or had it. They fumbled again and again. And I don't know who's got it.
Cowboys had it at least once, but the Skins may have gotten it back.
Looked like Brunig had a chance, and they stood him on his head. And the ball came loose again, and we shall see. Redskins got it back. Clarence Harmon and Ike Forte. And this is Harmon. Fumble again. This time Dallas does have it. And the clock, of course, would stop on that change of possession. With both teams with all of their timeout contingent remaining. Staubach throws, complete. Here's the blitz. Shoot. Didn't work. And right with it. 2.5 minutes now left to play in the game. Staubach operating from the shotgun. They fake a blitz. They don't. He stays. He throws. Springs. Touchdown, Dallas.
There are no flags on the deck.
Low but good. In his range right now. He kicks away. Bobby Hammond coming over to the sideline to chase it down and steps out of bounds. 14. Now the clock will start. Theismann wastes no time. Goes right out. Drops the ball. A fumble. Incomplete pass. Danny 34-21 and now it's 34-28. Theismann gives to Riggins. Riggins bowls out for about 8 yards. Randy White came athletic ability and kept it on the rollout. He has Riggins. Looked like Malone might have been in motion. He just took off the ball and they stopped Riggins. Larry Cole.
What a play. What a tackle by number 63.
He lines up deep. Watch that pass protection. Steps up inside, throws outside. Tony Hill, what a play. Line of scrimmage, and Staubach quickly throws out of bounds to stop the clock. And Tony Hill wide to the left. Redskins again with a 4-man rush, and the pressure is on Staubach. He ducks under it. Throws for Preston Pearson. He has it at the 33. They had Staubach and couldn't take him down. I think it surprised him as much as anybody else. 22 yards, a Dallas timeout.
I think it's Perry Brooks.
Rogers 22 of 38 for 300 yards.
And with 1:07 left, still needs a touchdown. Field goal won't do any good.
Wild card. Low snap. Staubach scoops it up. Gets it good. It's to Tony Hill. It's over his head. The second clock now becomes a factor. Down to 5 seconds. They'll snap it soon. They just beat the clock. Staubach throwing. Pearson has it. Inside the 5 to the 7. Ray Waddy on the tackle.
Timeout's been called by the coach. Roger Staubach has never thrown any better strikes than he has in this fourth period. Pass protection. Pretty good. Great catch by Preston.
Springs goes out, and Preston Pearson comes in and lines up behind Staubach. They operate from the shotgun. 45 seconds left to play. Staubach looking, throwing. Tony Hill has it knocked away. Staubach lines up under center this time with Springs and Pearson behind him. He throws. Tony Hill got it. Touchdown, Dallas.
And now the extra point.
Don't forget what's coming. And don't forget either that Washington still has 2 timeouts left.
Look at this Dallas team in the other end zone now. Nobody wants to go to Philadelphia.
But you gotta go. I saw Tampa Bay lose a game like this earlier in the year. Safety and it's good.
What a drive. What a drive by the Dallas Cowboys to get the touch.
Here's Septien. A high, deep kick. Chases Hammond back to the goal line. And Bobby Hammond streaks to the outside. Is down at the 25 with a Redskins. Welcome to a wild one at Texas Stadium. Outside is Harmon. Penalty marker goes down. Harmon does not some see this afternoon. Tom Brookshire and Pat Summerall here. Dallas trail now.
Offensive holding, number 73, first down.
Jeff.
John McDaniel out wide to the left. Harvey Martin chases Theismann and knocks him down and causes Heisman again operates on 2nd down and 20. He drops, and again Harvey Martin chases and forces. Pass almost picked. 3 wide receivers on the right side for Washington. Heisman throws back across field. He's got his tight end open. And a penalty marker goes down. It's Aaron Mitchell who lost sight of the ball.
And 9 seconds are still left on the clock. Got to throw it.
Got to throw, I think. Heisman on a sprint out. Does throw. Overthrown.
Mosley has made a field goal from the 53-yard line.
That's his longest of this year. Heisman throws. He's got at the 41. Game is over. Game is over. They use the 5 seconds. The game is over. A completed pass. Now, wait a minute. The scoreboard clock says the game is over. It may not be. They may have 1 second left to play.
There are a lot of people down walking around on the field that are not players.
The argument still goes on. The scoreboard clock showed that the game was over, and it is. Dallas 35. Washington 34. The pass was complete. The Redskin tight end Don Warren down at the 40. It would have been an almost impossible effort for Mosley, but they could have tried it. I'm sure they would have. Here's the clock again. Let's see. Heisman throws. Pass is complete. He is down. And Clarence Herman is asking for timeout, but that's not his responsibility, is it?
I think the Redskins got an argument.